Hello everybody. I have decided to redo my foundation routine. I know I just posted one like probably 2 months ago, but I am doing maybe 1 or 2 things different right now, and I'm also using a different primer and a different everyday foundation. So I thought I would refilm it and just show you guys what I'm doing differently. I'm actually going to talk through this, but I'm going to warn you that we have been on a snow day week. Does that make sense? So my kids have basically been home for 7 days from school due to snow. So they are home. They're kind of scattered throughout the house. So I cannot guarantee you that this will be a quiet video. I'm just going to get started. So I have been priming with my baby skin, which I can't believe I'm back to it. But I'm actually liking it, and I'm going to just say this. If you have oily skin like myself, just be careful, because this will tend to slide off your face pretty quickly. One thing that I have changed is I have been doing color correcting. If you don't know, if you have dark circles under your eyes, you want to use the contrasting color. If you look at the color wheel, so blue, it would be pink, red. If they're really dark circles, you know, there is a concealer that is red that is out there that helps conceal that. I just use a color corrector, and if you have like red skin, red issues, green counteracts it, just so you guys know. Anyway, so this is the palette that I have been using. I'm going to turn my phone off. This is by BH Cosmetics, and this is what it looks like. It's the concealers are up here and the correctors are right here. So I'm going to get a cough drop. It's really disgusting when you put a cough drop in your mouth right after you brush your teeth. It's like worse than drinking coffee right after you brush your teeth. Ugh. Ugh. Jimmy Fallon. Okay. So I'm going to take the pink right here. And I've been correcting a lot of the dark circles underneath my eyes. I have decided that this year I'm definitely not a winter girl. I like it for like Christmas time, but then I'm done. Okay, so I'm then gonna go in with the green, and depending on what I have to correct, like around my nose, I'll do it with my finger. Oh, go away. I haven't had makeup on in a while. It actually feels good. Dang. Homegirl needs to get her eyebrows done. Okay, so depending on how much redness that I do have, I will either use my finger, and I have been just taking like a stippling brush in with the green and just kind of going on my cheeks, just so that it doesn't give off too much product. People, my skin, I don't know. That's the one thing. Okay, so for 3 days I had a fever, and it was a pretty high, for the first day it was a pretty high fever. And I feel like once you have a fever, your skin just acts so stupid afterwards. Which I feel is what is happening to my skin. So I figured it would be a great time to do a video for you guys. Oh. You guys, if you didn't see my review of this, I'll link it in the description bar. And I told you I would give you my real thoughts on it like a couple weeks later, and I seriously love this stuff, and I'm gonna take probably that much. And yes, I am applying it with my clean hands because what I have noticed is if I apply with a brush, my brush completely soaks it up, probably because it's a mousse-like foundation. I'm applying it with my fingers, and I'm pressing it into my skin because I've tried this, I feel I've tried it with my sponge. I've tried it, my Real Technique sponge damp. I've tried it dry. Don't try it dry, not a good idea. I've tried it with my brush, which the brush works okay, and you guys will see in a second that I do use my brush. But when I am applying it, I like to, I just picked up a little bit more. I like to do it with my fingers. And if you see, I am just kind of working it in. And always remember to do these sides. I did put just a tiny, tiny bit onto my brush. Tiny, literally tiny. Actually, I put it on the back of my hand, if you guys can see. And then I am using my brush, my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And I'm just going in and kind of buffing that into my skin. Just take it down onto the jawline like this, just so we can blend everything and make sure nothing is a line and it's very well blended. And you know what, if you don't have a brush, don't stress, literally don't stress, because you could always just use your fingers and just, you know, press in and just kind of work everything like that. And but don't, make sure you don't go down work like against gravity, because you know you don't want to double chin like myself. But okay, so I'm going to take a tiny bit of my so I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and this you got to be careful with because one pump and it brings out quite a bit. So I'm hoping, oh Lord, okay, I'm literally taking that much because I don't need a lot of concealer. I do not need a lot of concealer since I kind of color corrected beforehand, and also I feel like this Maybelline foundation is amazing at cover up. So I'm just kind of taking it into the corners of my eyes. Okay, so I'm just kind of working it right underneath. I'm not gonna do highlight with this. I'm just going to conceal. And when I do, I bring it up into here, just because I get pretty dark there as well. Okay, life can go so easy when you give each one of your little kids an electronic. It's glorious. I've kind of been against it, like, for a little bit, but in order to do this video, I gave the Kindle to one and the iPad to the other. And there was no fighting over who got what. But anyway, so I'm going to take my brightener, highlighter, and just going to highlight just a tiny bit. Oh, my dog. But I'm just going to take my brush and kind of work it in, pat it in like that, and move my mirror over here so I can see. Again, I didn't use a lot. I just have been using just a little bit. And also, I'm just going to put out there too, I have not been doing a lot of contouring. I feel like the whole contouring phase I knew it was going to be short-lived, which I do enjoy contouring, and I always like will contour my brides and bridal parties. But like on an everyday basis, I don't. And I love just a natural look when it comes to makeup. So yeah, I'm going to set my under eyes, and I would show you my whole thing, but that right there is broke. So I'm just using a Mary Kay pressed powder just to set my under eyes. And why am I using that? That's so weird. I'm going to set it with, or I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge. And I'm going to set my concealer. And I'm just going to go and set the rest of my foundation. I am just using a couple Mary Kay pressed powders to set the foundation. Like so. Since I don't contour every day, I still use a bronzer. So I will show you guys that. Okay, I'm going to take my NYX, this is the matte bronzer, in that shade. Yes, I know, I need a new one. But I'm just going to take it on a little angled brush here. And just going to warm up my cheeks. And I also kind of put it on like a blush. I do put a little color on my cheeks, especially in the wintertime when it comes to blush. But I just kind of am warming up the face. I do my nose. And there's the sun. The sun will come out tomorrow. I'm just gonna blend that out. Okay, so some of you might have seen my review of the e.l.f. palette. If not, I'll link that below too. But I have been using this every day. Well, every day that I do makeup. First, I'm going to just put a tiny bit down. I'm not going all the way down my nose. I'm just kind of putting it in the center of my nose. Because that's what I feel elongates my nose. I'm going to use the pink, wow, that was weird, highlighter just on the top of my cheekbones like that. And I have been putting my highlighter on before my blush. I feel like it helps a lot with the whole blending aspect. But yeah. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, and for blush, I am using a Clinique Plum Gorgeous and New Clover. So I'm just taking a little bit on my brush and going from the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm gonna just kind of work back like so. Here comes the sun. Okay, so that is it for the foundation. I'm gonna finish my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay. Face is done, and that was my foundation routine, my everyday foundation routine. So yeah, this is the final look. I also filmed a brow routine just now, so yes, and I'm also going to be doing a video on a hack or whack. I don't know what to call it yet, but it has to do with mascara, so I'm going to be doing that, I'm pretty sure. So if that's something that you guys want to see, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. So yes, that is my foundation routine. And here's my foundation. So if you guys liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you guys like me, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you guys have a great day or great night. So